EA Sports.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the weekly recap for the Kingston Frontenacs of the LGCHL Xbox League. Now, we've got a lot to catch you guys up on, so let's just jump right into this. I didn't do the Week 2 weekly recap. This is currently the Week 3 weekly recap. I didn't get around to it Week 2 because I had a lot of other things to get done, had some schoolwork stuff getting in the way. But anyway, here we are, Week 3. And we are tied for second place in our division, and we are fourth in like the playoff race right now, and top 8 teams make it. So we're sitting pretty. We're right where we want to be. Last week, I don't think I got every game uploaded. I got 2 of the 3. One was pretty messy with a bunch of lag outs, and it just wasn't worth dealing with. But we went 3-0 in Week 2, so that brought us to 6-0 on the season. Then coming up into Week 3, our line won Game 1. We won our first game of the week. Game 2, however, Game 2 was a massive tilt. It was the definition of a big old tilly. We had the undefeated 7-0 first line of the Kingston Frontenacs taking on the high scoring, I want to say they were like 7-1 at this point, line from the Hamilton Bulldogs. They're the first place team in the division. They're like one game back of like first in the entire LGCHL. So it was a huge tilt. And we ended up losing that game. And the reason I don't have the stream for you guys is I had lagged out in the third period. I think it was like 2-1 when I lagged out. We ended up losing the game. It was either 2-1 or 3-1 when I lagged out. So we ended up losing the game. I don't have the footage for you guys. Most of the action that went down happened in the third period. But they beat us. I mean, you know, things happen. You live and you learn. And what do we do to bounce back from that? We bounce back and just drop a freaking 8-bomb on the Erie Otters. Had absolute point night. I dropped 7 points. I'm pretty sure freaking Cole and D-Wiz dropped 6 points each. Like, it was absolute point night. And this is the game you're watching right now, the Erie Otters game. So we bounced back. The team went, I want to say like 6-2 on the week, or maybe not 6-2, 6-3 on the week, which is not bad at all. I mean, that's right where we want to be. If we can keep that pace up, we'll be right in the mix of the top end playoff teams. Have a good seed going into the playoffs. Hopefully get through round 1. Get ourselves a favorable matchup going into round 2 and make some noise in the LGCHL playoffs. Make a run for that Memorial Cup. So in other news, not in regards to the standings or anything, we made some trades. We really tweaked the lineup a lot this week. We had Hart. He was a really good player. He was centering that second line. He's a damn good player. He was probably going to be up there with the leading scorers in the league. He got called up to the AHL, so we had to make some moves. So we brought in some guys. We brought in some TCs from other teams that were looking pretty solid and thought we could give them a shot here. So we brought in my boy Murph, my boy Patrick, my boy Lucky Grimlock. I mean, we made some moves. We made a lot of moves. Our defense is still looking pretty much the same. We got Low Rail and Islander. We got Burton and Warped as a D pair. We got Aggro and Finesse as a D pair. And then for goalies, we called up Fantasy off of training camp. We called up my boy Fantasy. We got Fantasy and Flux as the 2 goalies. Things are really starting to shape up and down the lineup. We've got 3 solid lines that we're confident throwing out there at any given night that they can go out and compete and give us a chance at a W. We've got solid goaltending. We brought in some forwards that we think we're really confident that they're going to go out there and put up points, and if they're not going to put up points, they're going to go out there and grind and do the little shit that it takes to get that frickin' W and put up some W's for the squad. We got solid defense up and down the lineup. We really don't need to improve much there. But anyway, yeah, that's really the nitty-gritty of what went down the past couple of weeks. We're looking pretty good in the standings, second in the OHL Eastern East, whatever, freaking in the whole OHL East. We're 4th in the playoff race. So we're looking good. We're looking good. We're right where we need to be. You know, you got the 8 teams from that whole OHL East to make the playoffs, and we're sitting at number 4, and we're literally like 1 game back of being 2nd. Like, we're looking good. We're right where we want to be. But anyway, let's jump into some of the favorite moments from the week. We had a couple of nasty goals that went down, but my favorite moment personally from this week was my boy Dougie Islander, his roast of our owner, Warped. I'm just going to let you guys take a listen to what went down and just listen to this for yourselves. It was absolutely hysterical.
Shout out to Warped. Why is he even watching? Warped. We're going to win.
Warped gets all pumped when he gets into the party, too. He gets like, he becomes like a real
Good
GM.
job, guys.
Yeah, good job. You guys are doing great. I feel like next week's matchups are going to be really, really tight, you know. Oh! Let's make sure we're on time, you know. Get a warm-up game in.
Doug is clowning.
Chill.
Oh, Korea!
Hello.
That's cool.
That's a muffin. Boys, make sure you're on time. Get your warm-up games in. Holy shit.
Weekly recap. Dougie's roast of our owner.
Yeah, that's #1 play of the week.
Boys, I really feel like we could take this team in 7 games, you know? Like, if there was 7-game series, I really feel like we could take it.
I think I'm covering you.
Doug is a clown. Doug is a clown. Look at how I can get traded, yo.
So that is how that situation went down. And I'm going to go ahead and end the video right there for you guys. Thanks for watching, and make sure to stay tuned on the channel for more LGCHL action.